fans, Hoop Nuts.
Hoop
Welcome
Nutters.
to Hoop Nutters. Welcome to episode 4 of the Hoop Nut video vlog with me, Enzo, and of course, I have Rolly here. Medyo themed kami ngayon kasi naka-Ateneo shirts kami pareho.
Blue, white.
Hindi na pinag-usapan niya. Ito lang yan. Subconscious effort namin dalawa. Today, we're not going to talk about Ateneo or the UAP. We'll talk about the PBA and the most recent developments in our local pro league. More specifically, pag-uusapan natin ang nangyari sa Ginebra this past couple of weeks. A lot of things happened to the Gin Kings for us, diba? We're going to talk about that later. After that, we'll give our 2 cents on the ongoing PBA semi-finals in the Commissioner's Cup. Of course, Meralco on the verge of getting eliminated, and Pure Foods, as of this recording, has a 1-0 lead. They have a game later, game 2, against the Tropang Texters. And our final topic, we'll have a short conversation on the issue of having Asian imports in the third conference for this season. A lot of people have chimed in. Some people don't like the idea. Some people like the idea. We have our first official signee already, a Mongolian guy, signed by the Ginebra Gin Kings for the Governor's Cup. So we'll talk about those things in a bit. Right now, we're going to go to the People's Team.
Ating barangay.
Sa PBA, yung Barangay Ginebra. A team that's extremely popular, the most popular definitely in the country. But yung success nila on the court has not been the same as a success in terms of popularity. This is a team that is loaded, is stacked, super deep, but super disappointing as well. Anong ginawa nila the past few weeks ba, Rolls?
So they traded Ababu and Forrester for a draft pick, which actually
from Barako
Bull, which they say
it's not their sister team.
Pero
I don't know, but they say
mamaya meron dealings na natin alam.
Yeah, they're not a sister team, but an extremely friendly team.
Yeah,
to Ginebra and Pure Foods and Sanchir.
Baka mini farm team na rin ito na natin.
Wala akong sinabi Siya nagsabi doon.
Idea lang.
Sabi ko na extremely friendly and generous.
Idea. Okay, not an assumption, speculation. Kami lang yan, opinion lang.
Okay, so ba't nila tinrate si Forrester sa kasi Ababu for this pick?
Again, they're saying the part of this is because of the potential first-round pick that they can get in the upcoming draft. And very deep yung pool. So, I will credit them for thinking ahead. Bihira yan sa kanila, ha?
Wow!
So,
they're shots!
They're planning something and it's exciting. Now, syempre, sana tama yung pick and the pick has to fit their new coach again.
Okay.
So, hopefully Frankie Lim, new coach Frankie Lim, has a big say on
former San Beda coach.
Kung sino ang kukunin nila because ideally he will be there for more than one conference.
You really believe that? You really believe that new coach Frankie will stay for more than one conference? Because if you look at the past 3 conferences, or the past couple of conferences, that has not happened.
Sana. Well, looking at it, they gave Cariaso 2 conferences. They gave Agustin 1. So we're looking at least 1 for Frankie Lim. Pero, assistant coach naman siya before sa Ginebra. So, hopefully, that gives him more leeway to implement whatever system he has in mind. Because at the same time, again, his system, kung ano man to, will work if he has the best players to play in it. Okay? If this requires trading 1 or 2 more who actually are in the rotation, kasi yung tinanggal nila, they don't play naman. So, you're looking at the draft pick to help them. But, right now, you don't know.
Good thing nga yun for Ginebra kasi they don't lose anything.
Yun na nga.
But they could gain potentially, we're going to talk about this in a few moments, where they could gain a really potential game-changing player.
Maganda yun talaga. Pero at the same time, since tinrade nila hindi naman naglalaro, sino sa naglalaro ang mawawala ng minutes? Yung tanong mo doon is...
Japan na gano'n.
Diba? Maaaring yun. Maybe it's the spark. Maybe it's 2 more Ateneans, 1 fourth or Tenorio, one of them. And of course, we're looking, sabi nga, Japan. One thing is certain. The only guy who will not get moved,
Greg Slaughter.
Another Atenean.
Or Kagiwa.
Kagiwa, sabi ni Mr. Hooknut, malabo daw ako, feeling ko may chance. It's small. Pero may chance din if they want to really look at it
No way Ginebra is going to let go of Mark Aguirre. I mean, he's the face of the franchise.
Agree, malabo siya. Pero
do you think Ginebra, there are only two faces of that history in that team? You have Jaworski and you have Aguirre.
Bagay.
No way.
Bagay. Sige, okay, then sige. Let's just leave Mark the Spark alone. Sige, siya na tsaka si Greg will stay.
Yeah.
Other than that,
they're the only untouchables in that team.
Every other else, including Mr. Slamda,
even Helter Brand, Ellis, Barakael, lahat yan pwede.
Kahit naging all-star si Barakael because of fan voting, sige na.
He's gonna get.
They should really consider moving, not one, not two, maybe a lot more, just to get them into the right position. Now, the players we're looking at for the draft picks?
Well, because they got the Barako pick, and Barako is not doing well.
Yeah, it's gonna be a high pick.
Potentially, if Barako falls further down the standings, and if Kia and Blackwater do well in the third conference, which is possible, because they have unlimited height imports. Marcus Douthit would probably be back for Blackwater. PJ Ramos would probably be back for Kia. So potentially, yung win-loss standing ng dalawang teams ito will go up. In the third conference, which means Barako Bull can slide down to one of the bottom two spots. They can get maybe as high as number 1. So, posibleng may Tautua, may Parks, may Troy Rosario, may Lanete, may Amer, who both, I think were coached by Frankie Lim in the NCAA. So, ang daming pwede maging players sa Ginebra, di ba? I mean,
it really depends on this position.
Ang pinaka-posibleng scenarios dito, trade away Japeth, get Rosario. Trade away Tenorio, get Suma, get Amer, get Lanete. Diba? I think it's a good move for Ginebra to change it up. But I'm not sure if changing the coach was a good thing. I'm okay with them trading away 2 players that they didn't use to get a potential game changer in the draft. I'm not a fan of changing their coach again. I mean, if you're a coach in the PBA and you're named the new Ginebra coach, hindi mataas sa job security. Parang lalo pang kakabahan kasi you have to win now or else,
you're gone.
Your head is on the chopping block. You get shipped out before the next conference even begins. Like what happened to Caliaso, to Agustin. The revolving door of coaches, it's just a bad sign. I think it's easier for a team to deal with a revolving door of players than coaches. Because if you change a whole system already.
Yeah, especially when you bring in imports, you have to adjust, you have to look at the minutes.
May bago ka pang player, si Mongolian guy, di ba? Si Sanchir Tungalag. Di ba? Who, in fairness to him, is the best player ever in Mongolian basketball history. Which is not saying much, but still he's the best
of something.
The best out of there. So, he's worth watching, I guess. But I'm not sure. There's just a whole lot of uncertainty with this Ginebra team going forward.
I think the fans need to, sa mga forums, sa mga chat rooms, they need to preach patience.
Chill lang.
Chill among themselves.
Get a new coach, give him 3 conferences, 1 whole season at least. Okay, before you pass judgment.
I think management is, they're also pressured to perform. At the same time, it probably alters the way they're thinking na, talit tayong coach, maayos to lahat.
Parang ito yung Lakers kasi ng PBA na parang napaka-storied franchise, napaka-storied team. And if they don't meet expectations, heads roll, big changes are coming, and it's just not a healthy thing for a team long-term to go through that.
Because at the same time, new coach, new system, so affects the players. You just really can't expect to win now. I mean, it could happen, probably not. Dapat talaga, take it slowly.
Alright, so low and slow in strategy ni Rolls in many aspects of his life. Wink, wink. Okay, now we're going to talk about PBA semifinals where 4 teams that are not called Ginebra are still vying for the championship of the Commissioner's Cup. We're going to talk about first the top-seeded Rain or Shine Lasco Painters against the 4th-seeded Meralco Bolts, who were picked by this man to actually win or be in the finals. But now they're down 0-2 to Rain or Shine, and I think it's gonna be a sweep. I think Rain or Shine is gonna just bust their chops in Game 3, and after Game 3, bye bye Guy David, Bye-bye, Cliff Hodge. I am sorry, Josh Davis. Adios. What do you think?
Well, I picked them. They were, at least the balls were doing well.
Ronnie Mendoza jinx.
They had Dillinger was playing. He's out for the conference.
Wala na.
Hodge playing hurt.
Wala.
Ugnatan, sprained ankle, played kagabi.
Wala na.
Sabi nga ni Magu,
Wala na.
nagkaroon doon ng brownout sa Meralco. Diba? They weren't able to score much.
Shout out to Magumar John.
Diba? Tapos, wala. Rainer Shine made a lot of threes. I mean, it rained.
It rained?
It rained
and it
threes.
did not shine for Meralco. It rained threes, did not shine for Meralco. One loss away from elimination, and they will get eliminated.
Chances of winning 3 straight, pretty much nil. Pretty much nil.
3 straight wins by a hobbling Meralco Bolts against a pumped, top-seeded Rainer Shine team.
Wala pa si Jeff Chan kagabi.
It's gonna happen.
Wayne Chisholm din.
Chris Chu lang. Na-tutorize sila ni Chris Chu. Tutorize! Wala. That's not gonna happen.
Rainer Shine is just they're very deep, they're confident.
Bring out the brooms, 3-0, baby.
And kahit ano pang complain ni Coach Yeng sa refs, it doesn't matter kasi...
Coach Yeng, padihado pa, pero...
It doesn't matter kasi they're really playing well. I think they might go all the way.
Oh, we'll see. My pick is on the other side of the bracket, which brings us to the other side. Yeah, Pure Foods and Talk and Text, the top 2 teams, I think, in this conference. Sadly, they're on the same side of the bracket. Second seeded Talk and Text, third seeded Pure Foods. Pure Foods won game 1 quite convincingly, actually. They had a big lead in the first quarter. Denzel Bowles was just unstoppable.
This guy, I think he's the best import.
He's motivated. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins best import, especially if they get into the finals. The Pure Foods team is relatively healthy. They're all pumped. Pingris sprained his ankle also, but he's gonna be back. He's gonna play.
This guy always plays.
He's gonna be okay.
He plays hurt, so it doesn't matter.
So Pure Foods. They have a game tonight. I honestly think this series can go 5 games.
Absolutely, I agree. I hope it does.
But I'm still picking. I'm a Talk Next fan, but Pure Foods I think they have the more motivated cast. They have a better balance compared to Talk and Text. So I think they have a stronger chance of making the finals. And whoever they face, it's going to be Rain or Shine anyway. But I think they're going to win. Pure Foods destined to defend their title.
Maybe begin another Grand Slam. This is
Talo na sila yung first conference.
Pero hindi, parang 5 straight.
5 straight?
4 straight, mali.
5 straight titles.
This is ironic, ha? Kasi sabi niya,
I don't think so, man.
TNT fan siya.
I don't go that far.
But he picks Pure Foods. Well, ako naman, Pure Foods fan. Pero ako, pinili ko dito, TNT. Ang weird mo. Baliktad eh. Pero I'm down. I'm also down.
But I'm on the Jason Castro. I mean, for BPC, either Jason Castro
or Paul Lee. Yeah. Ko naman, I picked
no one on Pure Foods.
Kasi I picked
BPC.
I picked Ivan Johnson as best import, and then BPC was Castro.
Well, pre-game 1, he was a good choice for best import. But kasi Bowles has played more games. He has been dominant practically in every game. Johnson naman in game 1 was just
so-so,
He was so-so, but
bawi siya.
But below expectations. So outplayed by Denzel Bowles. Bowles scored a career high in game 1. So good for him. So I'm picking Pure Foods to win their series. I'm picking them to win the whole thing for the Commissioner's Cup.
Okay, I'll have to reevaluate mine once I know.
Playing safe. # playing safe.
Wala, mali na kagad yung Waltz pick eh. So,
kasi Meralco pinili mo eh. Wala
I believe.
Wala eh.
Ganun talaga.
Yan yung problema minsan pag umaasa eh. Napapaasa kayo. No? #paasa Bolts.
Alright, so our last topic for the day.
Okay, last topic for this episode, we're gonna go and talk about Asian imports. Kanina pinag-usapan na natin si Sanchir Tungalag. Sanchir Tungalag.
Grabe,
ang import ng Mongolian import ng Ginebra Gin Kings. And when he was officially signed, parang pinag-usapan to eh. A lot of people were thinking, kailangan ba talaga yung mga Asian imports? Siguro, for me, because I'm an Asian basketball fan, I'm excited, to be honest, Rolls. There are whispers that the number 1 point guard in Iran, si Mahdi Kamrani, will actually play, play here. The number 1 point guard in Jordan, si Sam Douglas, might also play. He replied to one of my tweets a couple of days ago. He actually confirmed that he is in talks with some PBA teams to play here. And that really got me excited.
Hindi lang isa yan, asam yan.
Yeah, so ang daming pwede maglaro dito na sobrang galing na players. No? But if a lot of people think, ba't ba natin kailangan ng mga Asian players? Yung mga Pilipino, tayo na, mga best na tayo in Asia. Why do we need these Asian imports pa? Lalo na may height limit na 6'3". Buti sana kung mga 6'9", di ba? Mga ganyang kukunin natin, baka pwede pa. Pero kung 6'3", ang makukuha mo lang dyan, mga guards, mga wingmen, and we have really good guards and wingmen. So why do you need these Asian imports? What's your take on that?
I think I'm looking at it two ways. One way is it's exciting for me to see them play because we're not exposed to them other than international competitions. Or if talagang hanapin nyo sila online.
Lalo na sa mga Mongolian, like Sanchir, Tungalag.
Diba? As in, I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about them. I just read about them. But for me to see them play, then it's exciting. It's a novel thing in the PBA. Number two, we can sort of scout them. Kasi hindi ko na sila, diba?
I'm not sure about
sort of.
That's an argument that works both ways. Some people think, why are we inviting Asians? They can scout us. Diba? But ako naman, I don't buy that because these players are here to play. To earn money, to play, to be in front of a big crowd. They're not here to scout.
Yeah.
To scout Mac Barakael or to scout James Forrester or to scout Chris Chu or Ryan Aranya.
Siguro yung negative part na nabasa ko din naman is
you're not gonna scout.
The negative part is they say, pagkalaro natin yan, hindi ba dapat nga superior tayo? Parang, are we saying we're the same? Hindi ko masabi talaga eh. I just want to see them play. I mean, I don't really care much.
The hypothesis is we are better than these imports. And I, for one, being a very close follower of Asian basketball, I don't think that's necessarily true. I mean, Jason Castro is top tier in Asia, definitely. You could probably put in a couple more names there. But you bring in the best guards from Asia, from Iran, from Korea, and they can dominate the game here in the Philippines. I can tell you that. No? You bring in the best guards in China, in Korea, in Japan, in Taiwan, and they can be really, really, really solid here in the PBA.
So that's good actually, because they always say if you want to be better, or you want to be best, you play with the best. So if you practice with them every day, compete with them, the natural reaction is you evolve, you become better, you improve. So why not?
Yeah. Having said that, though, moving forward, I would love it if the PBA
increases.
Actually does away with that height limit.
Absolutely, I agree 100%.
I've always found it weird that the PBA imposes these height limits.
Sometimes the height doesn't make.
Yeah, kasi parang sinasabi natin, parang sinasabi natin, the taller you are, the better you are. It's not necessarily true.
Not necessarily true. Absolutely.
I mean, you look at all the pro leagues in basketball in the world, and I think there are only 2 or 3 leagues that still have height limits in the whole world. Taiwan and the Philippines, I think. Sa buong mundo, walang height limit. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, at the same time, height limit is probably ignored depending really on the team, on what their needs are, what position needs to be filled, who's available, who catches your eye, what system. Yeah, tanggalin na yun.
Kinakausap ko may mga ka-PM at ka-DM ako mga coaches and players.
Wow.
Na parang, parang they're not gonna get Asian imports who are going to be expected to put up 30 points, 20 rebounds, definitely. Yeah. These are simply players who plug in a need for the teams, getting a shooter. Like, if you're Kia, get a shooter. If you're Blackwater, get a shooter. If you're NLEX, get a point guard. Mga ganyan. To plug in some weaknesses. Not necessarily because our players are bad, but because
it's an improvement, it's an upgrade, may import ka, that's the point.
Certain players, diba, to improve.
Hindi ka naman magdadagdag ng import para humina yung team.
Sa kung ikaw naman yung Pinoy player, look at it as a challenge and step up to prove yourself against these players.
Play with the best.
You say you're better than this Mongolian guard or this Iranian guard, you prove it on the court.
Absolutely. There's practice for that. Makikita ng coach mo.
There you go. So, we're bordering on 20 minutes already. Tagal na natin. So, that ends episode 4, talking about local basketball. Watch out for episode 5. We're going to talk about NBA and international basketball. So, thank you very much for patronizing the Hootsuite Vlog. So, this is Rolly Mendoza, Enzo Flo. Follow us on Twitter, Twitter handles there. On the bottom, signing off.